interesting part about this particular payment was that at the early part, when this deal was announced, and they talked about the $1.7 billion, there were a lot of quotes from both anonymous officials and people at state saying, listen, there's not going to be some duffel bag full of cash, or there's not going to be some briefcase full of cash, a cash windfall. There won't be that. Well, there was, in the form of an unmarked cargo plane into Tehran.
You know, Brett, I want to share with you an interview that I did with one of the American hostages that was released on that night. And he said something very interesting about that particular trip. He said that they had gone to the airport and they were waiting, but they were told they could not take off until another plane landed. Here's a clip from that interview that happened on Fox Business just moments ago.
They took you out of your prison and brought you to an airport?
Yeah, we were at the airport for a night, and you know they told us
you slept there at the
20
airport?
minutes. Yes, for a night, and you know they told us you're going to be there for 20 minutes, but it took like hours and hours. We slept at the airport, and when I asked them why we don't let us go, because the plane was there, pilot was there, everyone was ready that we leave the country, they said we are waiting for another plane, and until that plane doesn't come, we never let you go.
So he said, look, we were there, we were waiting, we were all set, ready to go, Brett, but we couldn't take off because they kept telling us we had to wait for another plane to come. Now, he doesn't know what that plane is, but gosh, that doesn't sound good.
Well, it sounds like it was that unmarked cargo plane, and you talk about evidence of a quid pro quo or ransom. This is circumstantial, but it does time up with what that man was experiencing on the plane as you looked at that plane sitting there waiting to go until the other one lands. The other thing is that, since that deal, Trish, Iran has not changed its stripes. Iran has not turned around and suddenly become a great player in the region. It has taken 2 other American hostages since that moment. It has launched 4 ballistic missiles, thumbing its nose at the world community and UN international treaties. And so in addition to the circumstances of this payment, there is the reality of the Iran the U.S. is dealing with.
Yeah, you wonder what kind of precedent we set for them. Now, you're going to be talking to Ash Carter coming up, Defense Secretary Ash Carter. Can you give us a preview of some of the things that you're going to be talking to him about? I imagine